Hello, welcome to Importing Packages and Java Program Basics. There are a variety of things that I'll be going over in this lecture. These things include what is a package, import statement, and some basics of a Java program. So, what is a package? A package is a group of related classes. Now, tracking back to earlier in this course, classes are the fundamental building blocks of Java programs, and they're basically equivalent to a blueprint. Now, this also brings up something else that we discussed: Java class libraries or Java APIs. Just to refresh your memory, Java class libraries are classes that can be used by a programmer for their Java program to make the life of that programmer easier. The Java class libraries consist of many classes or pieces that can be inserted into programs so that the programmers don't have to create these classes themselves. Now, the Java class libraries are made up of a lot of classes, and in order to organize them, they are split into packages based on how similar they are. An example of such a package is the java.lang package. So this is a package that contains a variety of classes, and it's part of the Java class libraries. Now, in this case, it's an exception because it comes pre-built into your compiler, so you don't have to, get it from somewhere else, or you have to obtain it. You can just automatically use the classes inside of it. But most packages are not pre-built, and there's so many other packages in the Java class libraries that would speed up the process of creating the program. So then an important question comes up, and that is, how do you use an external package in your program? How do you get another package into your program from the Java class libraries? And this is exactly why we have the import statement. The import statement simply allows you to import a package or a class that you require for your program. So let's say that you have identified a package you want, and you want all of the classes within that package. You would simply write import package name dot asterisk semicolon. It's that simple. And obviously you would replace package name with whatever the name of the package would be, but everything else would remain the same. Note there's a semicolon at the end because this is a statement. Import is a keyword, and asterisk signifies that all of the classes within that package need to be imported. Now, let's take a look. Let's say that you want to only get one class out of a package. Not all of the classes. There's only one class that you require for your program from a class. So you would go import package name dot class name semicolon. Again, there's a semicolon at the end, and import is a keyword, and package name would obviously be replaced by whatever package you're using, and class name would be obviously replaced by the specific class contained within the package that you are using. Now, some packages really are huge, and when I say huge, I mean they're filled with a lot of programs, and often there's so many programs that it's often necessary to get a sub package to make it a lot more structured and organized. So if you would like to import a sub package, then you would go import package name, which you would obviously replace with the name of your package, dot sub package name, which you would replace with the name of the sub package, dot asterisk, and semicolon at the end as usual. So then you would import all of the classes within the sub package. And if you would want a specific class, then you would go import package name dot sub package name, and then simply you would insert dot class name. So it's very structured and very obvious the way it should be, and that's how you could import different classes into your program. Now, this is something that obviously is very useful. The import statement is something that saves programmers a lot of time from having to create their own pieces of a class, and the import statement usually comes before the class declaration. We'll be looking at this a little bit later in a sample program, but basically, if you remember, in the Hello World program we declared a class, and if you insert the import statement before that. But again, we'll be taking a look at this live in another program later in the course. So now let's check out the basics of a Java program. So a Java program needs at least one class that usually contains a main method, but it definitely needs a class. So as you remember, when we looked at the Hello World program, we saw that we had a class called Hello World. and a class is essential. A Java program does not exist without a class. You can have multiple, you need a class for a Java program. Now, as you remember, we know that Java is a high-level language. But we also remember that the computer only understands machine language. So the compiler converts this high-level language into machine language so that the computer can interpret it. Now, if you remember, when I was going over the Hello World program, I also mentioned that the main method was something that's very, very important to every Java program. So here's the syntax or the rules for a main method declaration. You have public, static, void, main, parentheses, string, args, parentheses, braces, braces. So let's look at the braces first. The two braces signify the start and the end of the main method. The dashes inside of these braces represent the body of the program. So if you remember, everything inside of the body of the program must be indented. So in a program, you would have to indent everything inside of these braces. Another thing is that the public, static, and void words are key words that will remain the same. Main is the name of the method, and because this is a main method, you will keep the name to be main. And what's inside of the parentheses, string, args, is something that you will always stay constant for this course, so I recommend memorizing it. Overall, this main method declaration will remain constant for the course, so I believe that it's a good idea to just memorize it, and as you write more and more Java programs, you'll be able to do it subconsciously. So just take a look at it, make sure you understand every component, and practice writing it down a couple of times. And that's all. So now we know the Java program basics, that we need one class in every Java program. And what the import statement does, it imports packages into the program which contain classes to make the life of the programmer easier. Thank you.